born ready. Action.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of I Woke Up for This with your host, me, Blaise Kautzman, and your other host.
My name's Marquay.
Ooh, and our new friend.
Hey.
Well, kind of new friend. We've known him for a while.
Well, do you say my old friend? Because
Is she really our friend yet? She's
do
still
we say
acquaintance.
friend?
We don't call her to hang out.
Yeah. Well, we kind of.
You
kind of did because you're like, hey, you want to come hang out with us?
That is true. This
I
is our
just showed
first.
up, actually.
She was she was outside wandering. We're like, hey, Beth, you don't have to eat that sandwich out of the garbage can. We have garbage cans inside that you can eat sandwiches out of.
I was like, yes, breakfast.
The breakfast of champions.
Yeah.
And you are a champion.
I guess. I don't know.
What's your name?
Bethany Abeln.
Abeln.
Yeah.
Abeln. Not
Abeln.
Albine or
I have one of those names.
Abeln is how it should be.
I know, that's how it should be.
Yeah,
But it's Abe, like Abe Lincoln, and then Lynn, just 2 letters at the end.
It's Abe Lincoln, Lynn?
Yeah,
Abe Lincoln. That's your new nickname. That's your
man,
new
that's
name.
way off then.
I was saying it wrong for a long time.
Yeah,
man.
I have Abe Lincoln's name in my name. It's
You know what? You should lead with that. Because like now that I see Abelin, it's like, well, obviously it's Abelin.
Yeah.
Not also
Abeln.
Abeln.
Album.
Abeln.
Applebum.
Every time I bring her when I'm hosting, I'm always like, Bethy!
Yeah.
See, I always say, whatever somebody writes on the paper, that's what I read off. So she wrote Bethany, so I was like, well, she probably wants to be called Bethany.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
That
she
was
told
smart.
me that I'm one of the few that calls her Bethany versus Beth.
Yeah, most people are like, hey, Beth. And I'm just like, stop.
I get it. My name is Marquay. People try to call me Mark.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't.
I think I called you Marcus once on accident.
Marcus.
That's true, but Bethany Bethany does sound like the Christian name.
It is.
Yeah, and how you talk, I expect you to want to be like, don't have anything to do with that. 'Cause
Well,
your horns grow.
exactly.
Oh,
It's-
I thought you were talking about like her accent or like where she's from, like how she talker. You know, like it was strange. You know, like when you said how you talk, I thought, nah.
with my accent or something.
Yeah, you have
A
a
strong South Dakotan.
Yeah.
sturdy.
Sturdy.
What'd you call it?
Yep, sturdy farm girl.
That's a callback
Yeah,
from a
it's-
joke you guys haven't heard.
Yeah, so Beth is a strong person. Is that what you call yourself?
I would. I identify as strong person.
I wish I identified as a strong person.
Yeah. I don't know. I bodybuild and stuff, which is fun. So,
Yeah. How long have you been doing that?
I started 9 years ago. Yeah, I've done 11 competitions.
Whoa, that's doubling up a couple of years.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't do. My last one was 2 years ago, so I haven't done it in a minute, but it's fun. It's challenging. It's
Okay.
If you're into like dieting and working out, it's like this is a really good time. And if you're not into those 2 things, you're gonna hate it. So,
Well,
yeah.
I'm not gonna make that. I'm not gonna make those competitions.
I had 7 Mountain Dews this week.
I thought you were gonna say this morning, and I was gonna be like,
No.
oh my god.
Yeah.
People that drink Mountain Dews in the morning are more insane than people that bodybuild.
True.
Facts.
True. Everybody has a guy they work with or girl. I don't know. You know. And they pull up with that giant mug from a gas station that's like 85 ounces, and they're
Yep.
just like, I get a free fill of Mountain Dew, and you're like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you drive 8 miles out of your way to get that Mountain Dew, and it's
Bethany just goes to the protein machine at the gas station.
I just walk in with steak, and I'm just ready.
Bethany shakes down people at the grill at Longhorn Steakhouse. It's like, give me the food.
Put it in a blender.
Give me the meat. Now. Steaks.
I got in trouble once because I brought my own. I used to bring my own food everywhere, and I went to an Indian restaurant once with my friends, and I had my own food, but it was steak, and they were like, "You need to eat that outside."
Yeah, what?
I wasn't
What were you
thinking.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah, okay.
Were other restaurants like, it's fine that you're bringing in someone else's food?
Surprisingly,
You
yeah.
were hiding it. I don't believe that. You're not sitting down at Applebee's bringing a BK meal in, and they're like, well, that's fine.
Or, are you, it's Shane Gillis, right? Where he's like, my cousin brings in grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
hides it in case they don't have them.
Yeah, Bethany's eyes aren't far apart enough for that.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Well, they're somewhat.
Maybe a little.
Okay, so I went to one bodybuilding competition. My
Nice.
nephew was in it. He wanted to do it because he was 20. He was gonna turn 21, and it was like, I don't know, whatever
Yeah.
age group, and he was already yoked up. So he was like, if I cut, blah blah blah. And I mean, he looked like one of those Greek statues, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think he got third.
Nice.
But all I wanted for him was to take home one of those big old swords.
Oh, those are so cool.
Did you ever get a sword?
No, I have some big trophies. I got a weightlifting belt. I have a tiara. That I was really excited about the tiara. But I never got a sword because some shows do like axes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some really cool awards, and I just got a tiara. So, but that was it. The Fargo show here.
Yeah. It
Nice.
was at the. It wasn't at the Fargo Dome, but it was like real close, somewhere
Yeah,
on
yeah. Up at-
NDSU's
yeah,
campus.
Festival Hall. That's where they used to hold it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been to that one. It's fun.
It was. There was a lot of weightlifting, protein shakes. There's a lot
Yep.
of vendors. You might have been there.
I was probably there.
Yeah.
Like, yep.
Dude, my buddy made protein balls.
Yum.
They taste like cookie dough. I ate about 15 of them after the bar one night. And I think that's too much
And then you-
protein.
you punched through a wall,
Yeah.
a brick wall.
Yeah.
Your protein intake for the month.
Yeah, dude, that is all we were doing. And we're just walking back to the fridge and eating protein balls and then coming back and
Yep.
playing Mario Kart.
Yep.
Yep.
I got some. I don't know what they were exactly protein, but they had like chia seeds all over them. They were like, I don't know, these delicious, sweet little ball morsels. And
Those were bagels.
I was wondering why I put cream cheese all over them.
Why is there powdered sugar all over this
Yeah.
protein ball?
Powdered donut. Oh man, I ate like, I don't know. My wife made, I don't know, probably 20 of them. And I ate probably 18 of them at one time. I was just like, these are so good. And I didn't think about it. And then before I knew it, I was like, I should put these back.
Yeah.
What happened to all the chia seed balls?
The kids.
I don't know. I think the dog got into it. We don't have a dog. I know. We as a random dog.
No,
He
it was
came
me
in.
and my dog.
Yeah. What? Roof. You know, the dog pound.
Yeah,
hun.
like, no,
What?
Tyrone. My dog.
If I had a dog named Tyrone, I mean, I'd bring my dog everywhere. Come here, Tyrone. And people would look at me like, what? And it's a little white chihuahua. I'd be like, that's weird. Why did you name him Gringo?
Man, anything cool happened this weekend, Bethany?
I was in the show at the Cellar. That was pretty fun on Friday.
Oh, nice. I meant like the president getting shot, but
Oh,
I guess that's
God
pretty
damn
cool,
it.
too.
Well, there's. Oh, they're both news.
Those are equally important.
Yeah,
in the world.
exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Your merch drop won't be nearly as hard as his.
No.
Dude, the merch that's going to come from that.
Oh God, I already saw the pictures.
He's got to team up with Evander Holyfield, sell different ear stuff.
He's got. I think is it Mike Tyson or is it Evander Holyfield that has those marijuana gummies that are shaped like ears?
Really?
I think Tyson made them
Okay.
because he bit off his ear.
Right.
Oh, that makes
Yeah, it's just a business. I think that he had to stop making those though, or something.
Because Holyfield was like, "Hey, man,
He just has PTSD.
that's a likeness of my ear that you're not paying me for."
Yeah.
people are eating.
Yeah. People are eating my ear again. Not again.
Every week at therapy, he's just like, oh, it's still happening.
Is your boyfriend afraid of you?
Afraid of me? No.
Yeah, I mean, you're a bodybuilder.
No, luckily not. That'd be terrible if he was, but yeah, maybe he should be
Do you get in a lot of fights?
like physical
Well,
or
I'll take either for that question.
This is you just start punching each other, and then all of a sudden you're hugging, and then all of a sudden you're making out, and then
that's how my boyfriend and I do it.
Yeah.
just nice.
Yeah.
I thought
You guys pretty big in domestic violence play?
Favorite. Oh my god. No, I haven't gotten in it. I don't think I've ever been in a fight. I have thrown a few slaps and punches, but
that's a fight.
is that a fight? No one hit back. I've never been hit.
Well, yeah, because you
nobody's
knock
gonna-
him out with
Well,
the
my
first
brothers
punch.
hit me. I guess my brothers hit me. Like
That doesn't count.
as a brother. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But
Unless you were squared up shoulder to shoulder, bam,
yeah.
bam.
No,
Fighting,
it was just like
but-
siblings. Let's see how hard we can punch each other.
Yeah.
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 I was in a fight one time, but I was blacked out. But I won for
won?
sure because
The other guy's dead?
Yeah, 'cause it's another body somewhere. I didn't even remember I did it, and then my hand had like. So I'll say I don't remember being in any fights, but my buddy just said I came over. Some guy was talking mad poop, and probably did something more because I mean I can usually just talk back and destroy them.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, one time, then a different time actually.
So 2 fights.
Well, no, this other time I was just like trying to I've got punched a lot trying to break up fights. Breaking up fights is when you get hit way more.
True.
I'm like break them up and then you just get punched in the face as people are going for that. And then you're like, that's worse than being in an actual fight. Cause
you always see those clips of referees where they're trying to stop, like, hey, break, stop. Because the bell rang or something. And then all of a sudden, poof, it's like, dude, I'm 65 years old. All right. Why did you just punch me in the face?
Did they get like a pay bonus for that? Like
hazard pay? Good question.
Yeah,
Good question. I don't know.
Then they're like trying to get hit.
I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave here. I'm going to go to referee school. And I'm going to become a great referee for boxing. I'm going to get punched in the face. And I'm going to look at my paycheck from last week to this week and be like, hey, look at that. No difference.
You do fit the profile of a
boxing
referee.
I couldn't do MMA because it's too, I'll be honest, MMA is a little bit too, like, I don't want to sound like a wuss. But the part I hate about MMA, I like the not the physicality, but the art, I guess. Mm-hmm. But then at the end, when like dude will hit somebody, knocks him out clearly, his arms are stiff and he's falling backwards, and then the other dude just jumps on him and starts pounding him on the head.
That's the only part I don't like of it.
Why do you do that?
That
like
part's
the dude's already done. You know what I mean? And then the ref comes in after like 1 or 2 hammer
Sometimes
punches.
they get like 5 of them down, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Stop.
Dude, the guy's nose is busted, his face is bleeding, he has no teeth left, and you're punching him. Not even punching, you're like bringing down your hammer fist.
And then they just Biden him up and freaking lift up the other guy's hand.
What? Biden?
Well, they hold up the guy who's knocked out.
Oh,
They
I was thinking of that assassination thing.
Oh
with
no!
the hand up.
They literally Trump the winner and Biden the loser.
Trump. Doesn't that mean win? Like if you have a Trump card, it's like the highest card.
Yeah.
I don't know poker rules, but
I don't think it's in poker. I don't think there's any Trump cards in poker.
I told you I don't
Probably
know the
biggest
rules.
reason.
Anybody wants to play poker against me, I'll lose.
It's like in a pitch and pinochle and stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
What the heck is pinochle?
It's so confusing.
That sounds like a derogatory term for a person.
Yeah,
you got a pinochle.
That does sound like a guy who just like got his hands stuck in the PTO shaft. The paid time off shaft. You don't know didn't you grow up on a farm?
Yeah.
You don't know what a PTO shaft is?
Never called it that.
Do you know what it is?
I'm assuming it's like an auger.
We didn't call it that. Well, what is it? I don't know.
Beth's been on a real hot one recently.
Really bad.
Last Wednesday, she didn't know. She didn't know what square roots were.
It was really upsetting to not know what that
No.
was.
Well, I think I was there for that. And when I said, what's the square root? And then everybody was like, it doesn't have a square root. And I think the people were thinking of prime numbers.
No, that also happened. But Beth also said, I don't know what square roots are. And I was like it's multiplied by itself. Like 16 would be 4.
Oh, like you didn't know
and
how to
she
get,
was like, what?
Why would you multiply a number by itself?
Yeah. But tell him what you told me last night, Beth.
I was like so upset about that. I went home and the next day I spent like 25 minutes watching videos and relearning how to do square roots, and I have now like a notebook filled with math problems. I can add them, I can divide them, I can do all the square root stuff.
I like how that you went in to go get square roots and you learned addition. I forgot about square roots and now I can add numbers.
Okay, I can add square roots. My bad.
I have if I have 8 groups of 8, then I have
what? 64.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice. Okay. And 6 plus 4 is
10.
Okay. And 1 plus 0 is
1.
1 times 0 is
0.
Ooh.
1 divided by 0.
I don't think you can do that.
Oh, I tried to pull a slick one.
Nice. Nice.
Well, it's Terrence Howard if you can do that, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ooh, I watched the video with him the other day, and it showed him, and I don't know how he got there because I'm not smart enough, but he was like, this, and this, and then if you take this by this, and you do that, and they teach you 1 + 1 is 2, but look at this. Ha, it's really 2.46825. You know, and I was like, what?
It's almost like
Yeah.
he's also not smart enough.
Right.
Well, here's what I was wondering is he's an actor who wasn't smart enough to keep his role in Iron Man 2.
Well, I
You
think
know.
that they just didn't like his math. I think he got fired because of his math.
His method acting.
His
Okay, I'm done. All right, I'll leave now.
That was a good one.
That was not good. Yeah, it was all right. It was
Actually, I was watching him talk to someone else, and I was kind of like, I see where he's coming from, most of it, to be honest. But
Yeah.
I also don't know math.
I don't know math deep enough to understand when you get into that super complex math that's like past trigonometry and stuff. Like most of that stuff I could get a basic understanding of, but then what he was talking about was like way above my pay grade, which
Yeah.
is zero. I get paid no money to do math.
Yeah,
so-
and they also have something in real life called imaginary numbers. I'm like, at that
Yep.
point, I'll imagine it that I'm better at this science.
All right, let me ask you guys this. When I was a little kid, probably like 7, 6 years old, 8 maybe, 24, who knows, I thought I was like, I invented a whole new math because let's say take the number 33. So if you had 33, you had 6 because 3 + 3 is 6. If you had 81, you had 9. 8 + 1 is 9. And I was like, that's a math. I invented a math. Nobody's used it since.
I think those numbers are a thing. Like there's a name for what happens. if you-
Numerology.
Is that it?
I don't know, but I did have a friend that wouldn't get in my car to go to the movies because my license-
Don't incriminate yourself.
I was trying to.
And now he's in the Red River.
I was like, get in the car. No, I'm just kidding. It was a whole big group of us, and we had 2 cars actually, and she would not go because the one car she didn't want to ride in because of somebody's birthday. The number added up to, I think the number was 7, and my license plate, the numbers added up. It was like it added up to let's say 61, but 6 + 1 was a 7. So nope.
That's
so she
just-
wouldn't get in the car. And I was like, you're going to miss the Whale Rider. And then we watched the Whale Rider, and then I was like, I wish I didn't get in my car. No, I'm just kidding. It was a pretty good movie.
I saw that too when I accidentally walked in on my parents.
Nice. You know what's funny is I said Whale Rider, and I saw your face light up like, oh, I can't wait.
Every once in a while.
Oh, man. So, okay. How much can you bench, Bethany? Because that's the true test of anybody who lifts weights. Even if you don't lift weights, people will say to me, how much can you bench, bro?
People come up to me and they're like, how much can Beth bench?
I get
Well, I
asked
was
that a
trying to
lot.
make it more like, I was trying to pretend that
No,
I had
I know. I'm
friends
just saying
that
what
ask
people.
me,
Oh, yeah. But that is, people always come up to me. They're like, you see that girl over there? How much does she bench?
how much do you think?
And I'm like, I don't know. I think that's a boy. They're not pointing to Beth. No.
I don't bench. Like that's not a thing I do. So I tried it like a few times just to be like, what happens? And I could do like 135 for like 10 reps. And I was like, okay, that was
How
nice.
far can you push yourself off the ground doing a push?
I bet I could clap my hands. Like, you know, like when you
I'd
push
hope
up.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to the Red Hawks game last night, and every time they score a run, the super fan guy has to do a push-up.
Yeah.
So, like, they score 1, and he does 1 push-up. And I was like, man, that job looks sweet, except for that part.
I expect
I don't want to do 1 push-up. I
I
want to do
expect-
4 push-ups if they have.
Beth to be just in a total, like, don't bend her body at all and just push herself up to a standing position.
That would be sick.
Just like Michael Jackson doing the lean back.
Oh, from
Just
Smooth
reverse.
Criminal?
only her just being on the floor and just,
Levitating.
Oh, like, she just lifts her arms and then keeps going.
yeah, I meant just with 1 push, but it would be awesome if she's strong enough just to pick herself up reverse with her toes.
My Achilles tendon.
She's like, ballerinas ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah.
She just.
I was a ballerina, so I was like,
Ooh.
Yep.
Are your feet weird?
I was gonna say, show us those toes,
No.
not in a weird way. Just kidding, in a weird way.
no, they're all right because I haven't danced for like a long time. So they're cool now. When I danced, they were kind of like, I was,
Did you say your toes are cool?
they're cool now. Yeah,
All right.
they're cool.
You might be the first person in history to say my toes are cool.
Yeah, they're fine. They're attached. I don't like people touching my toes.
How many people's... No, never mind.
Like, you don't like people touching your toes. Does that happen often? Where people
Yeah.
are like, hey, I want to touch your... Hey, let me see those toes so I can just go ahead and
Hey, I
touch
heard
them.
they used to be weird. Now they're cool.
Let me touch
Now
your
they're
cool
cool.
toes.
Can I... Your toes are actually pretty warm. They're not cool at all.
Well, it's like pedicures. Girls always want to go get pedicures, and I'm always like, no, I'm good.
I don't want that. Okay.
I don't need that.
Okay.
Although, I mean, they're nice. They like rub your calves. Have you ever had a pedicure?
No, I always want mega cures, not just petty ones. Top tier comedy.
Yeah. Boom. All right, cut it. I got a pedicure, a mani-pedi one. Actually, I didn't. I used to have this problem, but every once in a while, I have. I bite my nails, my fingernails, right? So I didn't want to get the manicure part, but I got the pedicure part,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh wow. And they asked me, they put like some gloss on my toenails, like clear gloss, and was like, this is pretty nice. But I never, like, nobody saw my toes.
Yeah.
Like, I always wear shoes and socks. I almost never, unless I'm on the beach, I'll wear, like, my Nike slides or Crocs or something.
No one sees your cool toes.
Yeah, well, my toes are not cool. my toes look like somebody hammer fisted my toes.
Dude, I had
down.
like a nail. I had dropped something on my on my foot and had one nail growing in like half. I don't know. It's weird to explain. And I was just on the boat with my buddy and his kids not that long ago, and this little nerd came
It's
up.
always
He's like,
the little kids that talk
like,
about
what's wrong with your toe?
it. Yeah.
Yep. Leave it to a kid.
I'm like, drop something on it, just like I'm about to drop you.
Yep. I was on this was not a boat. This was a place where I worked. There was I'm not even kidding, there was a 2x4 like nailed to the ground. And I don't know why it was there, but it was always there. And my coworker, the guy who owned the little cafe restaurant we worked at, was like, you could just wear flip-flops because this is in Hawaii. So I'm wearing flip-flops, and my toe, visually here, I'll try to explain it visually for everybody. This is my toe, my foot. This is the 2x4. I went like this. I went boop, boop, and my toe nail caught the 2x4, but my foot went down to the floor, and the toenail was like,
Ah.
I screamed like, you know
Yeah.
how you went, ah, like I went like way worse than that. Times 10 would be like you're the math magician, so you figure that out.
The
you know?
math magician.
Yeah, that's what.
I can make numbers disappear.
Divide them by 0. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
That's the imaginary number.
Yeah. That's part of square root stuff.
That was the worst. And my nephew actually said the same thing on a boat. He looked at my toe.
Imagination?
Oh, he said, what's wrong with your
Yeah,
toe?
he looked at my I was good. Like, I don't want to riff on that. It's like he looked at my toe, which I'm not. It was like, since it was lifted up, I had to push it back down, and that probably hurt worse. And then it was all bloody, and now it's like it's funky. It's just a funky toe, and I've always hated it. And the only way to fix it is to rip the whole nail off.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I'm not doing that, so I guess I just have a funky toe. And my nephew on the boat was like, "Ugh, Uncle Quay, what's up with your toe?" And I was like,
Yeah.
little kids cut straight to,
They're too honest.
yeah.
You're like, and now my toe is gonna get funky, funky, funky.
Boom, boom. My toe grabbed a bass guitar and was like, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, when did you learn the theme song to Night Court,
It's
toe?
like, it's like, while you were sleeping.
Like, my toe talks to me. Oh my God. Like, what's that guy who killed people because the neighbor's dog told him to? Son of Sam.
Yeah.
The Son of Sam toe.
Didn't we talk about that before? How the Son of Sam may have been a bunch of people in a cult?
Yeah, I've heard this theory. We did talk about that. Let's talk about it some more.
Yeah, David Berkowitz.
Berkowitz, I thought it. Davy Berkowitz.
Yeah, Davy B.
DB.
DB Smooth,
I have no idea who he is. He killed people because a dog told him to?
Son of Sam.
son of Sam. Yeah.
Wow. Good for
Yeah.
him.
What about nobody talks about Sam? Nobody talks about Sam
Yeah,
like
he's the son, but where's Sam?
yeah.
Is Sam the dog?
I don't know.
So many
I don't know,
questions.
Beth.
I forget exactly what it was, but it was like
But why did the one guy go down if there was a whole cult? They all blamed him.
yeah. 1 second here. Oh, funny that a dog told him to do it, and he used a bulldog revolver.
Oh.
A snub nose 78.
Yeah, no, he was like a very famous serial killer then. But then there actually was there's some talk that he was in a big cult and that he maybe did one of the murders, but then was taken down for all of them.
Wow.
I could see that because like
If you're only murdering one person,
yeah, you're not a serial killer. New York's so big, he doesn't have time to get from place to place.
yeah.
But it was over like a 6 month or year span. Right?
We were talking one time, like, if you just, flew to a place that you didn't know, like, say you went to New York City and just killed someone and just got back on a plane and left, you'd probably get away with it.
Probably.
Yeah. What do they say? Is the first 48, you know? If you
Yeah.
don't get
Yeah.
it solved in the first 48.
If it's just completely, just someone you don't know whatsoever, and you're just, feel like killing today.
That's like that guy who strangled some ladies recently. He just felt like killing people. He was like, I don't know. So he just found a chick and killed her. And now he's going to jail or
Just one?
I think he killed two. Back
see,
to back.
that's bad. One
yeah.
is okay.
One. He messed up with that second.
Yeah.
One murder, okay. 2 murders, slow down, buddy. 3 strikes, and you're
Hold
out.
up. Hold up. You're telling me there's 2?
Yeah.
I don't think if you're flying somewhere to kill somebody and then flying back, you have a whole plane ride to think about your decision. And I think, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'd be like, this is probably a bad idea. Maybe I'll just go to the Empire State Building. And then
Yeah.
you do some
Yeah.
tourist stuff and you're like, hey, I was at the world's biggest Lego store. You just take a step. And also
In the Empire State Building.
the world's biggest. Actually, is the Lego store in the Empire State Building? I don't remember. It's in Manhattan. It's not. It's
Is it in Times Square?
no,
No.
the Lego store was further down by NBC, the Rockefeller Plaza.
Ah, okay. I haven't been to New York in ages.
It's changed a lot. My impression.
bet.
I
Did you
wanted
say you were in
York-
New York in the 80s?
No,
You weren't born in the 80s.
2006. I was in New York in 2006.
What? 2006 is real close to 1980.
Almost, yeah.
Oh, working for the Lego store. I'm looking at the biggest Lego model, which is the Brick Khalifa. Not related to Wiz.
He's from Minot. We're all best
Wiz
friends.
Khalifa's?
Yeah.
And I think he lived there because his dad was in the Air Force.
He was born there or something,
Oh,
right?
I'm not.
It was one of those things where he was either born there and then left, or he was there for a couple of years because his dad was in the Air Force.
Oh, I had no
Yeah.
idea. That's so cool.
Yeah, you learn more hanging out with me
Yeah,
and
I
Mark
know.
That's
Way.
right. That's right. We're
Me and
an
Mark Way are
educational.
very knowledgeable. You learned new math. Son of Sam killer.
Yep. Louis Khalifa from
Louis Khalifa. Well, on to our next guest.
Louis Khalifa.
Louis Khalifa. How'd you even come up with that?
Louis.
Wiz Khalifa? No, I think his name is Louis.
Louis Khalifa.
Yeah.
Let me, man.
That's what he went by in Minot.
Hey, Louis. It's don't call me Louis. My name is Louis.
Louis C. Khalifa.
Oh, he's canceled, kind of. Not really. Sometimes.
He kind of came back. Didn't
Kind
he?
of.
Kind
He's-
of tried.
He's back in a big way, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louis C.K.
Yeah. He has all of his. He owns all of his stuff back, all of his show and everything, and then he just owns it all himself. Puts it
Smart.
all out. He's released 4 specials since
Oh, geez. I didn't know that.
his cancellation.
Whoa. Yeah.
This is,
I saw one of them.
yeah,
And it
it's-
was he was clearly practicing, it looked like. And I don't even know if it was a special, to be honest. But he was walking around, you could tell there was a bunch of people there but he was like, what do I want to do next? You know, like he was like,
Oh, really? There's
you
one
know.
called. He even won like an award for best stand-up special of the year, I think.
Oh,
with
wow.
Sorry.
oh man, that would be.
It is funny because he's just like, should we talk about it? Not condoning,
You don't do what he did, but it is forgivable.
but you can do what Son of Sam does.
Yeah.
As long as it's only one, right? But you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Two is
Yeah,
too
I don't
many.
think he. To be honest,
Who's mean?
Yeah,
He's
two is
innocent.
mean.
Yeah.
Wait,
The
Louis
first
C.K.
one.
or
First
Son
one,
of
you
Sam?
just. Son of Sam.
Oh, okay.
The first one, you just, you got to get something out of your system. The second one is mean.
Yeah.
Like it was an impulse. I didn't mean it. It's
Yeah.
kind of like when you're at the store and you grab that Snickers and you're like, "Meh, I didn't need that." but
Oh,
I'm glad
yeah. I shouldn't have done that. I feel kind of bad for a few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second one, you're like, it's becoming a problem.
This is yep. And then by the third one, it's a habit, and then you can't. You're just doing it.
yeah, and you're
you
like,
know?
should have got the Kit Kat.
I should. A Three Musketeers, maybe.
Or a whatchamacallit.
Ooh.
A candy bar.
A whatchamacallit. A what's it?
A jammy Framus.
That sounds like putting someone in a pretzel.
It's an MMA move.
Dude. Okay. This happened to be. I don't know.
You got put in a jammy Framus?
No. But I make so like I work in the automotive industry, right? And this customer said to me, they were like, "Hey, I traded in my car, but could I get my rotary cling?" And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." And I have no idea what car parts are. So I go back and I'm like, "Hey, you're working on this car before we like take it in for trade or whatever. How I got to get this guy's rotary cling." And then he looked at me and was like, "The what?" And I was like, now we're both stumped. Shoot. So I'm like walking around to all these master mechanics and I'm like, can you help me get the rotary cling off of this car? And they were just like, "What's a rotary cling?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, it's an automotive thing. Rotary cling. I need a rotary cling." And I'm 3 hours and I'm like literally at my wit's end. I'm looking rotary clings up online. Nothing's coming up. And as I walk back past the back window, there's a decal that says like whatever Fargo Rotary, and
Oh.
it clings to the window. So I was like, I hate you. Like, you should have just said the sticker on the back
Yeah.
window. You know what I mean? Like it just peels off,
They're,
and I was
they're
like,
like checking the rotors. They're like, I don't.
You're like, window.
yeah,
Window cling.
boom, beam, boom, boom. Is that Windows?
Boo-doo-doo.
Spot on.
Yeah, we both nailed it.
Which Windows sound?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, I think that's what it is. Doo-doo-doo-doo. No, that's shutting it down, and my voice also cracked during it. Wait, I think I can get it here. Do-do-do-do. This is Windows XP, though. That XP startup sound.
Oh, that takes me back.
Yeah, that's nice. Now I want to like play Sims or something.
Yeah.
Back in black.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun-dun-dun.
dun, 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 dun. Oh.
What is it? Dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That's my walkout music.
The Windows sound. Oh, man.
You hear that, and then it's just like stone cold glass shattering. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh no, it's Blaise! I just RKO 15 people.
Throw a computer as you're coming up.
Wait, Beth, you're strong. What would your finishing move be in wrestling?
I mean, don't you just knock them out?
Wrestling. Not MMA fighting.
Yeah,
We know that
you're
you're
not
used to like
the Big
pummeling
Show.
people. Yeah.
All right.
She puts her hands behind her back like, okay, don't hit people. Don't hit people.
Well, maybe kick. I think that I would kick a person.
I don't know enough about wrestling, but can you kick people in the head?
Yeah.
Sweet chin music.
Well, yeah.
Show it. Stand up and show us how you would kick.
Yeah. I'm going to stand up and you kick me
Yeah.
in the face.
Yeah, let me kick
Yeah.
you.
Wait, stand up, talk in that mic for a second so that the thing goes over there and show us how you would do that.
Oh my. Wait. I don't know if I could. Okay.
Oh, let's get over here. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Beth. Bethany, you're not very strong. Ha!
I'm just gonna like.
Whoa, sweet chin music.
Sweet. What does that mean?
Well, boxing is the
Get out of my studio right now if you don't know what sweet chin music is.
sweet.
It's the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels finishing move. He stands in the corner and he does this.
Oh my God.
And then they come up and he just goes, whoop-ah. Actually gets really
He
down
tur-
to the side.
Yeah, he turns sideways, and it's more like a karate thing. We watched wrestling highlights at my work, and I forgot how much I enjoyed. Like, I honestly watched I don't watch it. I have watched WWF, WWE, whatever, NWO, all that jazz. It was cool when I was like 10.
Yeah.
And I got older, and then somebody put on like WrestleMania highlights, and then I just got right back into it. And I was like, who's that guy? Like, I pretty much left the game with like Rey Mysterio Jr. and stuff
Rey
like
Mysterio
that.
Jr. was the man, the
Yeah, he was
619.
sweet. He was awesome. Acrobatics in wrestling.
Get ready for this.
Want a referee?
Oh, sweet.
That is sweet.
We gotta have a better.
That's my finishing move. I want to do whatever that. What would you call it? Ray Chin something.
Ray Charles.
Ray Chin. I call it the Ray Charles. I make him go blind.
Is it Ray Chin music? No, it's Ray Chol music. Sweet chin music.
Sweet chin music.
You can hear the smack.
Dude, sweet chin music is one of the specials that, like, most of the time you're like, I can see how they kind of fake that, or it's like they give them like the F5 or the, something like that, and then like their whole body's spread out, so you're like, oh, that probably doesn't hurt that bad. They kind of figure out how to do that. Sweet chin music, I can't figure it out because that boot looks like they connect their face, and you hear the crazy slap.
Yeah. Well, they do. I mean, there's a certain degree of like actual physicality in it, But
Yeah, but
like,
a kick in the face is one where I'm like,
well, you got to be, dude. You're getting paid.
$24.
If I was getting paid as much as like most of those wrestlers, I'd take a boot to the face.
Please
I
donate to this radio station so that we can get enough money to kick Mark Way in the face.
Yep.
It's gonna take a lot. I'm gonna need at least $14.
That's our first
easy.
Patreon. Our first Patreon goal.
Yep.
It's $14 to kick me in the face. Beth, you get to kick me in the face.
Sweet. Let's do this.
I think you'd probably want me to kick you in the face, to be honest.
It might hurt less.
Yeah.
Well, shoot. Well,
Look
then
at Thunder Thighs over here.
I just called her Beth for no reason. I'm trying to wire her up. Bethany, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Getting mad.
I know. I'm just like, please.
Beth talks about how sturdy she is all the time.
Yeah.
Trying to push Beth over would be impossible. Just the
Yeah. Have you ever
a
tried to
treat.
push a building over?
Yeah, I have.
Well, it's the same. Because oh my gosh. Okay, so you're gonna kick somebody in the face. Are you looking at them in the eyes and you're gonna trick them into kicking? Like you're like, I'm not gonna kick you, whoosh, and you kick them in the face. Okay, actually, I do have a legit question.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of slap fighting?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
watched it.
Would you do that?
No, those girls are intense. I watch the women do it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
their faces like get puffy, and they're so scary.
Yeah, do it.
Right.
You could puff up your face a little bit. It's slender.
Most of those ladies aren't bodybuilders. Like one of those, there's a girl. I
Paige
don't
Van
know.
Zant and stuff does it. Who are like used to be MMA.
I don't know any of their names. I didn't even know they had names. I thought they were just girls that got slapped.
Olga.
I thought they were into S.
Olga would be a good one. Just a big Norwegian woman
Yeah.
Big
just
forearms. She's like,
slapping her Russian mom around.
Her hand is as big as a polar bear's and just caves in the side of your.
I also don't know how a Norwegian woman got a Russian mom, but
Well, you can. Well, same way that like like an American boy could have a Norwegian mom.
Not over there, bud. There they keep to their own.
Yeah, borders.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I thought she was Russian.
No times no Norwegian. You know this. That was German. I don't know.
Norway.
Norway.
No. Okay.
What is a Norwegian accent?
What is a Norway? I think the Norwegian accent's da, yeah. Like
That's
Dutch, kind
Yeah.
of, but like
Yeah, got to go
Netherlands.
stick my thumb in the hole.
in the dike. Yeah, stick my thumb in the dike.
Yeah. Stop all. But
We're talking about things that hold water.
yeah, not like Bethany over here. Is actually, she doesn't know classic stories.
To watch out, you get kicked in the face.
Yeah, Bethany's over here being like, "You guys are gross. You can't talk about that." We're like, "This is an actual folk tale."
I'm learning so much today.
Bethany, the face kicker from Norway.
Yep.
Okay, so you're not going to do any slap fighting. Would you slap somebody?
I have. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
One second. It is. We'll get back to that, but it is funny
Hold on,
that
let me
it's
write
like
it down.
this. It's really funny because I just titled that. Whatever. I googled stuff, and then it just said, "Oh yeah, that's the classic tale of the brave little Dutch boy who kept his finger in a leak in the dike all night long, preventing damage from spreading. So it saved his town from a devastating flood." But then it ends with such an inspiring story of a courageous small boy. I wish that story ended up that he was just a kid that was a troublemaker that was like just got his finger stuck and was like, "Oh no, I can't get this out."
Mom.
They chop it off. That's his 28 hours.
Cover it with rubber cement, and they're like,
Yeah.
good as gold.
I don't have a finger. It's less attached than Beth's toes.
We don't care about your fingers. We need to.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
I eat my skin.
Oh, gross.
That's Goldfinger.
Faja. Yeah.
Faja. I can't find my Faja. Man, what a good movie. Yeah.
Classic.
I suppose you wrote down what we were supposed to ask.
I didn't write it down.
Oh.
'Cause I have no pen and no notebook.
You asked me if I've ever slapped someone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you said, yeah, of course I have.
I mean, hasn't everyone? I don't know.
I've never slapped.
I've never slapped
Open
anybody.
slap. No, I'm not a lady.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I slapped someone in high school right in front of my high school principal and didn't get in trouble for it. So I was
Well, what were they doing?
They stole a blank check out of my backpack, and it was like a senior boy, and I was like a sophomore, and I was like, give it back. And he was like, no. And I was like, I'm going to hit you. And he was like, no. And then I slapped him, and I looked up, and the principal's standing right there. And he was like, what just happened? And I was like, he stole a check. And he's like, he deserved it.
Yeah, he was probably like, that's
Oh.
kind of hot.
Oh, God.
And that principal now works at West Fargo.
Yeah.
His name is Justin. He's my boyfriend. I'm just kidding.
Oh, my gosh.
Your principal was your boyfriend? That's a wild turn of events. Dude, back where I came from, the town over, not my awesome town, there was a guy, like, this girl had a relationship with her teacher, and they just moved away together, and nothing happened. It's just,
Yeah,
It's
well,
just
what are
like-
you going to, they moved away.
Did she like graduate? And they were like, grown-ups?
cannot graduate. No,
No.
they moved away together before
Oh.
she graduated.
Wow.
Well, he just homeschooled her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she actually got a better education than
Yeah.
most.
Yeah. She's real good at anatomy.
She's
That's gross.
ew.
Wait. Let's rewind this story. How old was the young lady that got taken?
Like high school.
Okay. Because if you're like, he was a fifth
It's
grade
not,
teacher.
not good either way.
Yeah. It's technically probably still kind of kid.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Well, like, here's what I thought. Like, there was a teacher, one of my high school teachers was like fresh. I mean, she was probably like 24, right? At the most.
That's the thing. I think this was like a 22. Not that it's still not good,
Well, here's-
everybody.
No, but and I'm not justifying it, but most of my high school class, like when you're a senior, a lot of seniors turn 18.
Yeah.
So like one of my teachers asked me if I lived on my own when I was
Yeah.
in her science class. She was just like, I don't know, we were talking and she was like, do you live by yourself? Like just the way I was I don't think she was asking me like, can I come over to your house since you live by, I think she was like,
Do you think you could put in a pizza for me?
and by oven, I mean okay. So I was like, I was like, no. I
Yeah.
thought it was like the most ludicrous thing to ever ask a high school student. Like, do you live by yourself?
Yeah.
And I
You
wish
thought it was
I'd
so
be like,
ludicrous that you were like, get back, get back. Y'all know me like that.
I was so scared that I was trying to get out of the classroom, and I was like, "Move, B, get out my way." I think you could say that on radio.
Maybe. And then you're just like, no, I'm going to collab with Justin Bieber. Baby, 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 oh.
And now I'm doing State Farm commercials. Luda.
Do, 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 do.
Dude, I was going to go see Ludacris at the state fair thing, whatever, Red River Valley Fair. Couldn't, though, because there was like 8 of us that were going to go. And then somebody was like, I'll get the tickets. And I immediately got a text message in our group tickets that were like, or in our group text that was like, hey, the tickets are $80.
Yeah.
Do you want to go for real? And then like some of us were like, $80, no. If it was like 40, like if $40, the 2 of us for $80, sure. But I was like, who's going to see Luda for $80? And then it sold out. And I was like, well, all right, I guess I'm just broke.
I think we can go to Prof tonight for $40.
That's tonight?
I think so.
I should have known. I'm actually, weird side note, when I was in Minneapolis, I know one time I said I was in a rap group and I tried to get Prof to open up for us. Not open up, but we were going to do a show with him.
Yeah.
And then this was when he was like small time, I guess. Or like, hey, man, you want to do this show? And he was like, oh, I'd love to, except for I'm having hernia surgery, right? And I was like, oh, wow. Like, dude's...
Yeah.
He's just kind of being a jerk. Like, he doesn't want to do the show. So he's like, I'm having hernia surgery. And I was like, okay, Eminem, hernia surgery. Like, hernia surgery, burglary. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, okay, you're rhyming something.
Yeah.
Burglary. Those are your 2 things. I've heard the hernia surgery and what? I'm pretty sure you got burgled. That's why my mom wouldn't have lunch with me the other day.
All the excuses.
She got burgled. Doug burgled. So then I was like, I for years was like, man, that guy's kind of a jerk, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward to my friend Josh is his tour manager, and like we're hanging out, and I see Prof, and I say, hey, how was the hernia surgery? And he looked at me like inquisitively, like, how did you know that I had hernia surgery? And he was like, it went well. I'm all better now. And then I was like, oh. Well, that's good to hear. I'm just going to go die now because I thought for sure he was just saying I don't want to do the show with you. Turns out he really had a health issue and he got it taken care of. So I'm glad that he's still here to rock shows.
You know what we should have done is realized he was in town earlier than today and tried to get him in here.
I got probably in the archives of KRFF, I have a interview with Prof.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
They call me a ball breaker.
A bomb. Yeah, man. Actually, his production and he's just awesome.
Dude,
awesome
he's
at
so
rapping.
good.
Yeah. Just how do you powder horn sweet? Yeah. Prof, you're awesome, man.
Prof, if you hear this, even if you don't, you're awesome.
Prof, you're the goodest.
Prof, I'm happy that you taught me how to do science back in the day. That's just my professor, David Glosser.
Prof. Okay, Beth, you say Prof. Is there anything I can do for extra credit? I can't say it. You got to say it.
Prof, is there anything I can do for extra credit? I don't know why I whispered that.
Because we're all whispering.
Yeah.
Prof. I don't know.
Is there something behind me?
I was just looking at the time.
Okay. As long as like Andre the Giant wasn't standing behind me. Mostly because he's no longer with us. And if Andre the Giant, Prof song. I wonder if I did that
subconsciously.
Right.
Yep. You did. I saw it.
You saw it.
I saw
You
it.
saw it in my brain tubes.
I can see subconsciousness.
Yeah. If you could see the subconscious.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, it would be sweet.
If you could see Beth's subconscious, that would be dirty.
Dirty dirts. Oh,
Be
man.
scary.
every single time that Beth's on stage, it's like, what weird stuff am I going to hear that her and Justin did this time?
God.
She's saying normal things, but the stuff going on in her brains is like,
I don't want to know. I don't check in there.
I
I
don't.
don't listen.
Me and my brain as disconnected as my toes.
Yeah.
Just cool.
We have a relationship. It's not great,
Yeah.
but we have one, and I mean, we try to stay out of each other's way.
Yeah, we
me
keep
and
each
my
other
brain.
at arm's length.
Yeah.
Like, always. Yeah.
Wait, how'd you meet him?
Justin?
Yeah.
In
No,
the
your
gym.
brain.
Was he your,
Don't know
was he your trainer?
We met in the gym, and he like wanted to use a machine I was on. He's like, "Can I work in?" And that freaked me out. I called him a meathead douchebag, and like, then he was just really nice to me at the gym. And then our first date was to a bodybuilding show, and then I was like, "I want to do that." And he's like, "I'll train you." And so he coached me for like every competition I did, and yeah.
Story sucked.
I know it's not that exciting. We met in the gym. It was really lame.
I was
mean,
hoping
it's cool, but
I mean, that's kind of like
Applebee's.
kind of romantic, but I was hoping it was more like you guys were in a street fight, you know?
I did have a boyfriend when we met, so that was kind of exciting.
Nice. You cheat on him?
Oh,
Maybe. I don't know if I should say that. Yeah, I did. I mean, might as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
had
over.
I had a boyfriend, then I got
We're not
engaged,
talking about-
and then Justin moved in with me, and then
You
I
got
was like,
engaged?
yeah.
so Justin moved in with you while you? I mean, geez, we're okay.
It wasn't a good move.
Was the other guy there too?
Yeah, no, just kidding.
We're
He
like,
lived
hey,
far away.
you're out, he's in.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Somehow we get on polyamory talk
every time.
almost once an episode.
Yeah.
I don't think it was poly if it was like consensual.
No, that is poly.
100% poly.
It's not just
Yeah.
cheating.
If it's consensual,
Consensual.
No, no, it wasn't consensual.
non-consent.
Well, it was consensual.
we're-
Well, yeah.
You cheated on your
We just missed a golden opportunity. There's a lady who doesn't know what consensual means. We're like, oh man, well here.
Yeah, you need to learn your words, Bethany. But anyway, we
Yeah.
need to
Go.
just turn this off.
Oh geez, okay.
But
Holy moly.
yeah,
a fun hour.
well, guys, thanks for popping in.
Thanks, guys.
Bye everybody. We love you.